Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Next Level Broadcasting. I'm Dave Cordy alongside of Tyler Bowerman. We're coming to you live from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium and the St. Mary Cathedral School in the most beautiful town in America. That would be Gaylord, Michigan, as the Snowbirds take on the Central Lake Trojans. And we are live, and we are getting ready for the in-house announcements and the starting lineups. And we will be back in a few moments after we thank some sponsors, and then we'll be back with the starting lineups.
Tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
All right, folks, we're back. Starting lineups for the Trojans. Number 3, Alexis Kane. Number 4, Caitlin Wolgamo. Number 20, Sydney Fernandez. Number 23, Liberty Perry. Number 5, Olivia Eggleston. Starting for the Snowbirds, number 0, Bailey Morrell. Number 11, Macy Bevel. Number 12, Emma McKinley. She's back, folks. Number 13, Sydney Gruzinski. And number 14, Ava Schultz. Tyler, it's good to see Emma back on the floor. She had a slight illness on Friday and missed the game, but
it is. It's nice to see her back and playing here tonight.
Lucky for the Snowbirds, we had our 8th grader, Kaylee Jeffers, stood in for her, and she did a tremendous job in their victory.
Next person up.
Over the Oscoda Owls on Friday, a victory for the Snowbirds of 67-53. Central Lake coming off a nice win. They beat Joburg 57-41. I was surprised to hear that. They come in with an 8-7 record overall. Last time the Snowbirds played in Central Lake, they came away with a victory, 71-49, so anything can happen in this game.
Yep, anything.
Like to see the Snowbirds come out shooting hot like they did last week.
It was nice to see them get out of their slump last week. They had a little bit of a slump for 2 games in a row, and then they just lit the net on fire for 4 games in a row after that.
Yep, they lit it up. Sydney Gruzinski was our player of the game, our Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game on Friday. She had, if I remember correctly, 18 points, but she had 14 of those in the second half. Schultz moves it around to McKinley. Now over to Macy Bevel. Dribbles left and right in the corner. Schultz lets his three go off the back of the iron. No rebound on that play. We got a push on Central Lake. It's going to be their first foul. It's going to be Snowbird ball under the basket. Schultz is going to inbound the ball.
That foul's going to be on 23 there.
Ball's on 23. Liberty Perry. The three goes, and the three does not go. Macy Bevel 0 for 2 from deep. It's early. Bailey Morrell playing defense on that inbounds. Snowbirds with the press. Bailey Morrell covering Alexis Kane, who breaks the press. She gets through into the paint. Trojans are going to move the ball around. 23 Perry with the ball moving outside the circle.
Really good ball movement to start this game from Central Lake.
Right. Sydney Fernandez over to Bolgamo in the corner. Perry dribbles through the paint. She gets it out to the outside. Ball is tipped, goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Central Lake ball. Macy Bevel on the defense there. They're not giving him any shots, Tyler.
No, they're not. And it looks like Central Lake's content on slowing this game down and just playing a slow-paced game to start this game so far.
They could, but scoring would be nice, and the Snowbirds are not giving them opportunities to score. Their feet are so quick on defense.
Yeah, and their
ball
hands.
Remains outside the three-point line. Alexis Kane dribbles. She gives it off to Perry. Back over in the corner. That's number 20, Sydney Fernandez with the shot off the back of the iron, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Snowbirds' ball. They're going to inbound. Macy Bevel's going to bring it up. She gets it over to Grzinski in the corner. Back to Bevel. Dribble over to McKinley.
It's a 2-3 zone they're running here, it looks like early. Should give them plenty of opportunity to get shots up.
Macy puts that wide layup up, but I thought Bailey Morrell came up with the rebound. Did they call over the back on that one, Tyler?
No, they call it jump ball there.
Jump ball, okay.
Yeah.
And Kaylee Jeffers is going to check in, and Emma McKinley is going to take a breather. Full court press for the Snowbirds. Alexis Kane trying to break that press. She gets it up to Olivia Eggleston, who gets it down to Fernandez. Low on the inside, 23, Liberty Perry, no good. Ava Schultz on the fast break, gets it down to Morrell, who gets it out to Jeffers. She attempts a pass, but it's stolen.
Oh, she just
stolen
lost.
by number 4, Wolgamo.
She just lost on the way up there.
Yep, lost the handle on the ball, ends up out of bounds, Snowbirds ball. Kaylee Jeffers to Schultz, to Bevel to Jeffers, over to Grzinski in the corner. Macy's dribbling at the top of the key. She gets it over to Jeffers. We're moving left to right here, folks. Bailey Morrell will not be denied with a nice move and a nice layup. That's 2 for Bailey Morrell. And the scoring has started in this game, folks. Snowbird 2-0 lead. Morrell playing tight defense, causes the turnover. Kaylee Jeffers up with the left hand, up and in. The layup is good. Snowbirds lead 4-0. Trojans are going to inbounds. Still playing that full court press.
2 easy points for there from Kaylee Jeffers, but it's more of an assist by
timeout Trojans. So the Snowbirds look like they're playing man-to-man on that full court press, and then they'll go to a trap. So
yep.
With that, we'll take this break from our sponsors, folks, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Okay, folks, we're back from that Central Lake timeout. Hopefully they drew up something to try to get them clear to get a shot. They're going to have trouble with that Snowbird full court press, Tyler, as most teams do.
We've only seen a couple teams now break that press.
23 Perry bringing it up. And she is hounded by Bevel and Jeffers, but she gets it down low. We've got a foul on the floor.
Sydney Grzinski there with the foul.
Foul's on 13, Grzinski. Trojans are going to inbounds under the Snowbird basket. Fernandez over to Alexis Kane. She gives out to Wolgamo. Back to Kane. Underneath.
No good.
She's a little far under the basket there. I
Yep.
mean, they got a shot off, but Kane, she just had no position on that shot.
So far, Central Lakes had some good, easy shots, and they just haven't had them fall.
Kaylee Jeffers with the three off the back of the iron, so she's got the green light to shoot. Sydney Grzinski from downtown, a little wide, a little long on that. Macy Bevel ends up with it, and she goes up with the left-handed layup. The ball ends up going over the basket, but she's fouled on the drive. So
Looks like the foul was on number 20, Sydney Fernandez there.
So Bevel's at the line, number 11 for the Snowbirds. She made quite a few free throws in the last game, which was an unusual game, Tyler.
It was. The way they closed out the game was offensive rebounds, not making their free throws there.
Macy Bevel with the first. Bevel sinks a pair. Trojans are going to inbounds. Bailey Morrell playing that defense. Emma McKinley. Ava Schultz riding number 3 all the way down to the end of the court, and the layup is up with the right hand and no good. No foul, no block. Bailey Morrell likes that move. She likes to fake that pass, and she tries to get around the defender all the way to the basket. Emma McKinley with a 3.
Shot there. Was it? It was tipped there, they're saying.
May have been partially, yeah, it was partially blocked, so it's going to remain Snowbird ball under the Trojan basket. Checking in for the Trojans, number 10, Skylar Molsky.
I don't know if
number 10, Journey Hutchins.
I don't know if the people at home could see that ball, but that ball went behind the backboard.
Yeah, it was definitely tipped because Coach Schultz does not coach that.
No.
He coaches him to put it in the net. Back over to the corner to Schultz, to Morrell. Back around to Bevel. She's wide open for the 3 off the back of the iron. And that one's going to make it out of bounds. Schultz tried to chase it down, but the ball was a little fast for her. So Alexis Kane is going to inbounds into this full court press.
They've had trouble all night so far to break that press.
23 Perry gets it up to number 4, Caitlin Wolgamo. I mean, that was a crazy shot, and she was fouled on it.
Yeah.
Number 3, Alexis Kane with the wide drive. She's walking with a little limp there, Tyler, but
It looks. Oh, go ahead.
she's going to limp up to the line, and she's going to shoot 2 for the Trojans.
Foul was on Macy Bubble there now. That's 2 on the Snowbirds and 2 on Central Lake.
And the first shot is good by Alexis Kane, and it puts the Trojans on the scoreboard. Kane toes the line. Second shot is up, and it is good. 2 points for Kane at the charity stripe. Macy Bevel brings the ball up for the Snowbirds. They don't mess around bringing the ball up court, Tyler.
No, it's quick, and it's usually
Ava
one pass.
Schultz from deep. She was at least 3 feet behind that three-point line. She got the rim, but she didn't get the net. Emma McKinley runs her down from behind and tips that ball out of bounds. The Trojans are going to inbound under the Snowbird basket. Checking in number 5, Olivia Eggleston, and number 2, Emma Woolard, the junior for the Trojans. Macy Bevel playing tight defense on Journey Hutchins. Liberty Perry drives with the miss off the front of the rim. However, the Trojans come up with the rebound. Still moving it outside the three-point line. This defense by the Snowbirds is relentless.
It is.
Ava Schultz on Perry. She's got nowhere to go. She picked up her dribble. And Kaylee Jeffers playing tight defense on Alexis Kane. She tips that one out of bounds. Sydney Gruzinski checking in for the Snowbirds. Also Bailey Morell in for the Snowbirds. She's going to play defense on Kane on the inbounds over in the corner. Woolard with the ball at the top of the key. She gets it to Hutchins. Hutchins to Perry. Perry dribbles around, finds the open man. Perry back under the basket. Nice play there by the Trojans.
Good two-man game there from Central Lake.
Perry with her first 2 points of the night. That makes it 6-4 Snowbirds. Bailey Morell dribbling around. She gets it over to Gruzinski, who gets the ball tapped away. However, she comes up with it while she's laying on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball.
Remains
and the possession's going to go to the Snowbirds. Bailey Morell drives.
Travel. Oh, double dribble.
Double dribble, just tapped that left hand on the dribble there before she went up for the drive. Central Lake breaks the press on that one. They get it up court pretty quick. Journey Hutchins.
St. Mary's got back, though, for defense there very, very quickly. Recovered very quickly, I should say.
I mean, you're looking at a team that doesn't do anything but hustle every game, Tyler.
Yep.
Every game. Their conditioning and practice must be crazy.
It must be.
Miriam Morell with the steal and the disruption under the Snowbird basket. Shot went up, but the Snowbirds came up with the rebound. Gruzinski in the corner for 3. Sydney Gruzinski gets on the board. Snowbirds lead 9-4 in the final minute of the first quarter. That tight defense again, however, we have a foul on Gruzinski, and I think that's her second, Tyler.
That is her second.
It's going to be Trojan ball.
We'll have Macy Bevel checking in for Sydney Gruzinski there.
Alexis Kane, the senior, coming over to inbounds. She gets it into Perry. Perry guarded by Morell. Got nowhere to go as she drives to the basket. Nice floater there. Number 10, Journey Hutchins, gets her first 2 points on a nice shot. 9-6 Snowbirds, and Macy Bevel was picking apart that lane, but she was tripped up and she landed pretty hard. She grimaces a little bit, but she's back up. Don't take me out, Coach. Let me walk this off for a second. So Bailey Morell's going to inbounds, and Trojans are playing a zone, 2-3 zone. Macy Bevel up top. She gets it across to McKinley. Wide open. Another
tip.
Another tip on that shot.
That's her second shot now that's been tipped.
Miriam Morell almost came up with it, but just came up short there. Trojans got it inbounds. Morell's going to play defense in front of the inbounder. And McKinley almost comes up with the steal, but she's got the ball and she rolls out of bounds. So this press is going to be very problematic for the Trojans tonight.
It is.
9-6 Snowbirds, 18.8 left in the first quarter. They break the press. They get the ball over to half court in the corner to Hutchins. She gets it down to Kane. And we got a foul on Bailey Morrell, non-shooting foul. Another foul on Kaylee Jeffers. Trying to play defense there, but she just got a little jumpy with the feet and pushed that player out of bounds. So Snowbirds got quite a few fouls in this first half that I wouldn't say they're good fouls, and they're fouls that you could actually like to live without. Sydney Fernandez gets it over to Eggleston. And we've got a traveling violation on Journey Hutchins. And we've come to the end of the first quarter. Snowbirds lead 9-6. And we're going to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, folks.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord. Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, and Bel Air, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and experience. If you're struggling with anything vision related, don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and experience our friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, folks, we're back here live. Alexis Kane is going to inbound for the Trojans to start the second quarter. She gets it over to Hutchins. Hutchins back to Kane. Bailey Morrell disrupts. Snowbirds come up with the ball. Kaylee McKinley had it tapped away. Kaylee Jeffers had it tapped away. However, the Snowbirds get it back. Sydney Grzinski over to Macy Bevel. Back to Grzinski in the corner. She lets the three go. Nothing but the wind under that one, folks. And number 4, Caitlin Wolgamo, tries to get the pass to Alexis Kane. However, the ball sails out of bounds. Ava Schultz gets it inbound to Macy Bevel.
They're almost able to save that pass there.
Almost
got the tip back in.
Over to Kruszinski in the corner. Over to Bevel. Bailey Morrell gets it back to Bevel. Bevel's trying to get to the basket, but it's tough going tonight.
It is.
I think we'll be looking at a low-scoring game tonight, Tyler.
That's what it seems like so far in the early action.
Macy Bevel gets it to Schultz at the top of the three-point line. And there's a scrum. And we got another jump ball.
It's going to stay St. Mary's ball again.
It's going to be Snowbird ball. Checking in. 23, Liberty Perry for the Trojans. Ava Schultz is going to inbound on the near side. Snowbirds moving from left to right. Bailey Morrell gets it back to Schultz. She's wide open for three, and she sinks it like a pro. Nice job, Ava. Great shot.
They left her wide open there in that shot. You can't do that with her.
No. Trojans get it back down in the Snowbird end. 23, Perry drives. She doesn't make it. She's all over the rim. Jeffers didn't come up with the rebound. Neither did any other Snowbird. Perry ends up with the ball again, and she drives and puts it up and in.
Good move there by Perry.
Errant pass from Grzinski. Number 5, Olivia Eggleston puts it in for the Trojans. That's her first 2 of the night. Snowbirds are moving the ball around the perimeter, and these Trojans are being tough on defense right now. Number 5, Olivia Eggleston, a little aggressive. She gets called for the foul. Emma McKinley checks in. Kaylee Jeffers checks out. We're going to trade a junior for an 8th grader in this sequence. 5:46 left. Second quarter. Snowbirds are up 12-10. Close game, folks. Don't forget, we like to see your comments. Oh, what a steal.
Oh, wow.
McKinley passed it, and that was a two-handed steal with the ball in midair. Trojans get it down in the paint. The shot goes up, but Snowbirds come up with the rebound. Macy Bevel, she's looking for a call and is not going to get a call. Trojans bringing it back. 23, Perry on the drive.
Charge.
The basket is good. However, Grzinski with cement blocks on her feet had the position, draws the charge. Snowbirds get the ball back. That was a great play.
She was standing there for a little bit there. She should have just went around her and passed it off.
Yep. Sydney Grzinski from deep. No good. Little long. Ava Schultz ends up with the rebound. She gets it over to Grzinski. Grzinski to Macy Bevel. Macy a little off balance on that play. Trojans all over the ball, all over the rim.
They got
finally put in by Sydney Fernandez. I believe those are her first 2 points of the night. Snowbirds get it back down. Three-pointer's no good. Macy Bevel's shot is no good. Morrell comes up with the rebound and puts it up. Her shot is no good. She gets it out to Grzinski. Off the iron, a missed three.
And another rebound from St. Mary's there.
Doing the best they can to call the action, folks. Macy Bevel at the three-point line. She gets it over to the far side to McKinley. Ball's tapped away from McKinley by Wolgamo. Nice play there.
And I'm being told in the comments it's Wolgamot.
Wolgamot?
Yeah, with two T's
You got
at
it,
the
folks. Wolgamot. So the Trojans end up with the jump ball there on the hustle play by Caitlin Wolgamot, and we've got a timeout. And that'll give me a chance to thank at least one sponsor here, Gaylord Eye Care Center. Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Center wants to help keep you at the top of your game. Trust your eyesight to the friendly and experienced staff at Gaylord Eye Center with 4 locations: Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan. Jimmy John's. When you're looking to feed the family in a freaky fast way, trust Jimmy John's to get it done. With a menu fit for everyone, the whole family will be asking, TB, when can we get Jimmy John's again? I know we used to do these games. There'd be a box of Jimmy John's sitting there.
Every football game.
And now I think Charles goes, he gets the Jimmy John's and he eats it in his car on the way to the game.
I think so. I think he just takes it for himself.
I think so too. Well, at least somebody's enjoying it. I know I do every time I go to Jimmy John's for probably one of my favorite sandwiches of all time.
Yeah, they
TB, you know which one it is?
My favorite's Club Lulu.
Mine's the number 5, the Vito, baby.
Okay.
And Heather's favorite is the veggie with the sauce. Whatever the sauce is, Tyler, that's what she wants on her sub. Shout out to Jimmy John's and Heather Cordy. We got a little delay here, folks. 4:15 left in the first half. Snowbirds 12. Trojans 12.
I thought that was supposed to be Central Lake ball.
And I think they changed the arrow after the
discussion there.
Possession was called. Nice steal there by Schultz, and then stolen right back by Wolgamot. Perry sets the screen. Wolgamot doesn't take it. She gets it over to Hutchins. Hutchins back to Wolgamot. Perry, she tries to drive, but Morrell is there with the tight defense. Fernandez at the top of the three-point line. Wolgamot dribbles around. She gets it over to Alexis Kane. Outside to Hutchins. Inside to Hutchins. She gets the shot off. Fernandez with the rebound and the putback.
And that's Central Lake's first lead of the game there now, 14-12 here.
Trojans do have the lead, 14-12. Ava Schultz with the mid-range jumper. Off the backboard in the back of the iron. Bebel gets it over to Morrell. Morrell over to Schultz. Bebel drives. Nice layup there by Macy.
She finally got one of those to fall.
Yes, she did.
She got a lot of those to fall in Oscoda. I think she had 22 points in that game.
She was a terror in that game.
She was.
Trojans inbound, battling that press. Coach calls timeout. So with that timeout, it'll give us time to thank some sponsors, folks. We'll be back with you in a few moments.
Johnson's Propane is Northern Michigan's #1 propane supplier. We have achieved our success through dedication to our customer service and giving back to our community. And now we have decided to make our biggest contribution to our community yet. A portion of our proceeds will be given to the Munson Healthcare Otsego Memorial Hospital to help fund the new emergency department. So when you choose Johnson's Propane, you also choose Northern Michigan. Call our office or visit us online to become a new customer today.
Dude, check out this birthday cake I just got.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Did you get that one at the local bakeries?
No, I got it at the grocery store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I see that for a second?
Yeah.
Seriously, dude? All these for the local bakeries, and you had to go to the supermarket? Like, it's not even my birthday.
It was for my mom.
Oh. Still.
Snowbirds lead 19-16 with the Trojans inbounding. And they get it to 23 Perry. She puts it in over the outstretched arms of Schultz. The ball comes down to Grzinski in the corner, who tries to get it into Morrell. However, that Trojan defense tapped it out of bounds, so the Snowbirds are going to inbound under the Trojan basket. Ava Schultz. Number 2, Emma Woolard, checking in for the Trojans.
I would assume that St. Mary's holds for the last shot, and
nice play there. Ava Schultz gets it to Morrell, driving to the basket. She puts it up and in, and she's fouled. So we got an and one for Morrell. Number 0 toes the line for the Snowbirds. She gets the ball from the ref. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Ball is up. Off the back of the iron, off both sides of the rim and out. No good. Oh, they're going to call Morrell for the foul on that one. Does she have 3 fouls, Tyler?
I know Sydney Grzinski has 2, but I don't know how many Morrell has.
She's got at least 2. She might even have 3.
Okay.
And the Trojans are going to shoot free throws now. Number 5, Olivia Eggleston, toes the line for the Trojans.
Looks like with that, Bailey Morrell will come out for the half with only 7 seconds to go.
Eggleston, no rim on that shot. Whistles are blown. Trojans have the ball. Schultz inbounds. Macy Bubble gets it down to Jeffers. Oh, over and back. Called on the Snowbirds.
Wow.
2.1 seconds left. It's going to be Trojan ball. 2.1 seconds left. Snowbirds with a 21-18 lead. Grzinski defending the inbound pass, which sails. And that's it, folks. At the end of the first half, Snowbirds 21, Trojans 18. Oh, that was an exciting first half, Tyler. I mean,
it was. It lived up to the hype that we learned before the game that Central Lake beat Joburg last Friday, I think it was.
Well, they're not giving up, and they're not discouraged by that press because on occasion it looked like they broke it pretty easy. So
yeah,
Snowbirds got in foul trouble too, though. They had way too many fouls in that first
Way too
half.
many. They have
one man's opinion.
Sydney Grzinski has 2, and then Bailey Morrell has 3. And I think those are the only 2 in real foul trouble right now.
Okay, well, Coach Schultz will know what to do. He'll know what to say in the locker room.
Yep.
Coaches haven't gone in yet, but the players have. They didn't look too happy when they went in. So
nope, they had a little talk on the court before they went in the locker room.
We've got about 9.5 minutes left before we start the second half, folks. We want to see your comments. We want to see what kind of plays you like. We want to see the players that you're cheering for out there.
With that,
send us a comment, and with that, we'll break out to thank our halftime sponsors. And we'll be back with you in a few minutes. All right, folks, we're back. Live at the Monsignor Kaminsky Gym, St. Mary Cathedral School. We're at halftime, 2 minutes to go until we start the third quarter. Snowbirds are up 21-18. And that was a strange first half, folks. I mean, it is a close game, and both teams are fighting tooth and nail to get that ball into the basket, and it's not easy tonight. The Snowbirds are running a full court press. Trojans are running a 2-3 zone, and neither team has found the range, so it looks like we're going to have a battle down here in the second half, and a battle is going to decide this game, Tyler.
Well, let's see if the St. Mary's Snowbirds can come out on fire like they did in the last game against Oscoda in the second half, where they just started making every shot they shot.
Yeah, we had Gruzinski come out in the second half in that game, and she had 8 points really quick to start that second half, on the way to her 14 for the half, and a couple other players stepped up. And the unusual thing about that game was Oscoda had to play the strategy of fouling at the end and hoping the Snowbirds missed the free throws, which they did, but
they couldn't get the rebounds.
The Snowbirds also came up with at least 6 rebounds, so we'll see what both teams do here at halftime. I mean, if I'm Central Lake, I'm really not changing a lot, because they, like I said, they got a battle. Central Lake's got a battle to break that press, but they were able to do it in the first half, so we'll see what happens here. Snowbirds come out of the huddle smiling. They're ready. They're fired up, folks. Same with Central Lake. So it's going to be Snowbird possession. Ava Schultz is going to inbound the ball. She's smiling. Bailey Morell's got a smile on her face, too. So these Snowbirds are relaxed to start the second half. Schultz over to Gruzinski and back to Schultz. She makes a couple of dribbles. Macy Bevel gets it out to Sydney Gruzinski at the three-point line. She puts up a shot, and it clangs in and out. And we've got another jump ball. Possession's going to favor the Trojans. Snowbirds are not leaving that full court press. There's 4 Snowbirds and there's 4 Trojans down in the Central Lake end. But they get it over the half-court line. 23 Perry.
Oh, wow.
She gets it over to Wolgamott, and Wolgamott promptly sinks that three. Nice shot there by Caitlin Wolgamott.
What a way to
21 Snowbirds, 21 Trojans.
And she's gonna get another
Wolgamott with a wide-open breakaway. She attempts the layup, but it's off of the backboard. Ava Schultz ends up with the rebound. She gets it over to Morell in the corner. Catches nothing but wind on that shot. And Sydney Gruzinski ends up with the ball, but she just got called for an offensive foul.
That's her third on the game now, too, so we have 2 people with 3 fouls.
Liberty Perry battling with Gruzinski down low. And Trojans end up with the ball. They get it down into the Snowbird zone. Attempted inside pass. Bailey Morell ends up with it. And Macy Bevel puts it up. Puts it in. Another 2 for Macy Bevel. Trojans throw it all the way down. Ball goes wild, and it's pursued by number 5, Olivia Eggleston. However, the Snowbirds come up with it.
That looked worse than it did.
Yeah, it didn't look good. Caitlin Wolgamott is going to take a breather for the Trojans. Snowbirds get the ball down. Bevel over to Schultz. Out to Gruzinski. Gruzinski with the 3. Off the backboard. Bailey Morell in perfect rebound position. Therefore, she gets the rebound, and she's going to toe the line for the Snowbirds and shoot 2.
Looks like the foul was on number 3 there, Alexis Kane.
Dribble, dribble, dribble. Bailey Morell with the first. And it's good. 24-21 Snowbirds, 6:26 to go in the third. Bailey Morrell sinks a pair of free throws, just what the Snowbirds needed. Trojans get the ball inbounds, almost a travel on that one.
Yep.
Hutchins gets the ball over to Fernandez, who gets it to
Alexis Kane.
number 3, Alexis Kane, puts it up with two hands. There's a miss.
I think it was either, it must have been travel.
Had a traveling violation on 23 Perry. Gives the Snowbirds the ball back. Macy Bevel up top. She gets it over to Schultz, who gets it over to Jeffers over in the corner. Bevel to Grzinski. Grzinski got her pocket picked by Eggleston. She goes all the way down and puts the shot up, but it's no good. Ava Schultz ends up with the rebound, and she's fouled
By Olivia.
by Eggleston as she's bringing the ball up the court.
That's her second.
Schultz is going to inbound to Bubble. Surveying the Trojan end. She's got Jeffers on the far side. Gives it to Jeffers. She brings it over to the near side. Back to Bubble. Dribble. Man, this kid really knows how to move with the ball. Dribble drive. Shot's no good.
Good defense there by Ava Schultz, but
Number 3, Alexis Kane, brings it all the way down. Fernandez ends up with the rebound and the putback and the 2 points for the Trojans. 25-23 Snowbirds. We've got another jump ball. It's going to be Snowbird ball under their own basket. Schultz inbounds, gets it to McKinley after the tap. Schultz with the dribble and the floater, and almost comes up with her own rebound.
I was going to say St. Mary's ball, though, now.
Tapped out of bounds by the Trojans. Snowbirds are going to inbound under the Trojan basket. Macy Bevel gets it all the way out to Schultz at the top of the key. Jeffers over to Schultz. Schultz lets the 3 fly. Nothing but net for Ava Schultz. She's got another 3. I think that's 3 on the night for her, Tyler.
I think so, too, and that's a travel, right?
And we've got a traveling violation on the Trojans. So the Snowbirds are going to get the ball back. 4:42 left in the third. 28-23, Snowbird lead. Schultz inbound to Bevel. Over to McKinley, back to Bevel. She gets it to Morrell. Takes a couple dribbles and gets it back to Bevel. Passes all the way over to the corner to Schultz. Schultz drives, and she gets it to Morrell. Another jump ball. Morrell tries to go up, but number 10, Journey Hutchins, is there on the defense, and Trojans end up with the ball. And we've got a timeout for the Snowbirds. That's going to give us time to thank some of our sponsors, folks. We'll be back with you in a few moments.
Pretty much every business has some sort of discount or rewards program. The only problem is with all these different places doing it different ways, it can feel like a juggling act trying to remember which thing to bring where. Luckily, there's a service that will take all that hassle away for you, so you can just give up the juggling act altogether. For the Local offers you exclusive access to discounts at all your favorite local locations for just $5.99 a month. And the best part about it is, the only thing you gotta remember is the one thing you'll never forget, your cell phone. So go on forthelocal.com today, sign up, and let us take care of the juggling for you.
All right, folks, we're back. Alexis Kane for the Snowbird gets it in for the Trojans. Gets it inbound to Perry. Perry loses it down at the Snowbird end, and she inadvertently puts the body on Jeffers, who was standing there minding her own business when she came up with the ball. So the Snowbirds are going to bring it up. Macy Bevel right down the center of the court. She gets it over to Jeffers on the far side. Back to Bevel. Back over to Jeffers. Over to Ava Schultz in the corner. Back to Jeffers. Ava Schultz stuck in the corner over there, but she gets it out to Bevel, who pushes it into Morrell. Had a little mustard on that ball. Kaylee Jeffers lost it out of bounds.
Yep. Just kind of hit off her hands and hit off her head and went out of bounds there.
So the Trojans are going to inbound now. Caitlin Wolgamott gets it in, loses it, and number 2, Emma Woolard, took a shot in the wrong direction. Snowbirds end up with it. Bailey Morrell gets it outside to Macy Bevel, tries to pass it over to Schultz, and it gets knocked out of bounds by the Trojans. So Schultz is going to inbound over in the corner. And she gets it to Bevel. Schultz takes a 3 off the back of the iron. Macy Bevel ends up with a long rebound. Over to Jeffers on the far side. Gets it inside to Morrell, and she drives to the basket. However, she's tripped up.
I didn't see that.
23 Perry on the foul.
Okay.
And number 5, Olivia Eggleston, is going to come in and give Perry a breather. Snowbird ball was not a shooting foul, so they're going to have to inbound. Kaylee Jeffers is going to get the ball inbounds to Morrell. Gets it to Macy Bevel at the top. Back over to Jeffers in the corner. She's being worked over by Eggleston on defense. Nice drive there by Emma McKinley. A little floater there, right-handed floater, but she didn't make it. And
we got there. We got a foul.
Caitlin Wolgamott takes the ball all the way down. She goes for the left-handed layup. It's no good, and the Trojans are called for a foul on the rebound.
Looks like an over-the-back foul called there.
Fernandez is going to come in as Eggleston joins Perry on the bench. Macy Bevel brings the ball straight up the center. She's dribbling back and forth up top. She's got Miriam Morrell out there, who just checked in for the Snowbirds. Ava Schultz, couple of dribbles. Mid-range jumper is nothing but net. Great shot by Ava.
And then a pocket pick by Bailey Morrell and the easy layup for her.
Nice play by Bailey. Another 2 points for Bailey. And a cheap body foul by Ava Schultz. So number 3, Alexis Kane, is going to inbound for the Trojans. They line up 3/4 court, and she calls the play. Caitlin Wolgamott ends up with it. Left-handed dribble. She's got a nice left-handed dribble there. She gets it over to Fernandez. Gets it out to Kane.
Wolgamott is a lefty. I was watching her warm-ups. And
Kane gets it over to Hutchins. Gets her own rebound after the first miss, and she puts it up and in. Macy Bevel, Snowbirds get the ball down in the Trojan end immediately. Macy Bevel ends up getting it out to Schultz, who takes a 3. That's no good. Ava gets it back inside to Macy, and Macy puts it up. A hook shot layup. Good for another 2 points for Macy. Schultz tips. Ball ends up in the hands of Macy Bevel.
Then we got a foul on Wolgamott there.
Yep, she's fouled by number 4, Caitlin Wolgamott. She's going to get a little coaching after that play.
Yep.
Ava Schultz is going to inbound, and Macy Bebel still staying with that 2-3 zone. Macy Bebel gets it over to Schultz on the far side, who puts up a 3, and the Trojans come up with the rebound. Nice little shot there by number 3, Alexis Kane. She's got her first 2 points in a while after making 2 free throws in the first half. She's got her first 2 points of the second half. Miriam Morrell gets the ball from Bebel. Bebel tries to pass it to McKinley, who's cutting at the same time that Bebel let loose the ball. So that's going to be a turnover by the Snowbirds. Hutchins takes the ball, and she's trapped. And they find an open number 2, Emma Woolard, the junior.
Wow. Quick 2 there.
Makes the 2. The Snowbirds get it all the way down, and Emma McKinley sinks a 2.
And Macy Bebel with the easy steal and the foul.
Wow.
Number 4 there again, Kate Wogemont.
So Bebel's going to toe the line for the Snowbirds. Dribble, 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 dribble. Ball's up, and it's good. Macy Bebel with a free throw. Checking in for the Snowbirds, number 3, Peyton Glaspie. Peyton Glaspie, also another 8th grader, as Macy Bebel sinks the second free throw to make the pair. She's got 4 free throws on the night, Tyler.
It's nice to see them make the free throws tonight, finally.
Fernandez had the ball over on the far side, and Macy Bebel just ripped it out of her hands. And she hits Bailey Morrell on the fast break with the left-handed layup.
Oh, they were going for a quick number.
Bailey puts it up and in.
Emma McKinley was going for a quick steal there, but got caught in the foul. Got caught reaching.
So the Trojans are going to inbound under their own basket. Fernandez up to Wolgamott. Last second shot. Oh, it almost went in right off of the backboard in the back of the iron. And that'll give us time to thank some of our sponsors, folks. We'll be back with you in a few moments.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, and Bel Air, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and experience. If you're struggling with anything vision related, don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and experience our friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Fourth quarter's about to start. 8 minutes left in the game. Snowbirds are up over the Trojans, 40-29. That was a big fourth quarter for the Snowbirds.
You know, and something I don't think we have talked about yet so far is the player of the game and who's in the running so far.
Not yet. Ava Schultz lets a 3 go, but it's no good. Trojans end up with the rebound, and they get the ball down pretty quick. Number 4, Caitlin Wolgamott with the 3. She misses, but Fernandez comes up with the rebound, the easy putback, because she's in rebounding position. 40-31, Snowbirds, 7:25 to go in the game. Oh, Macy Bebel was going to pass over to Grzinski, and she just lost it.
Good defense there by the 8th grader, Kelly Jeffers.
Trojans bring it down, and Journey Hutchins goes for the left-handed layup, but it's off the rim. Snowbirds end up with it. Macy Bevel right up center court, gets it to Jeffers. Gets it over to Schultz, back to Bevel, center court. Over to Jeffers, over to Bevel. Ava Schultz is wide open on the far side. She shoots a three, and it's no good. Alexis Kane, man, she's fast on the dribble.
Yeah, she is.
Drives it all the way down herself. Puts it up with the left hand, 40-33. Snowbirds, 6:43 to go in the game. Grzinski gets it from Morrell. She jacks a three that clangs off the back of the iron. However, Bevel ends up with the rebound, gets it over to Jeffers. Over to Grzinski on the far side. I like that move that she made when she took that jab step. That was working for her in the last game.
Yeah, it was when she drove in there.
Ava Schultz gets the ball from Grzinski. Jeffers ends up with the ball and puts it up, but she's blocked. Blocked out of bounds by the Trojans. It's going to be Snowbird ball under the Trojan basket. Schultz over to Bevel. Over to Grzinski on the far side. Back to Schultz. She dribbles around and
turnover there.
Looks like Ava decided that at the last second.
Yep.
To pass it over to Jeffers, but number 3, Kane, was right there. She gets the ball to Perry, inbounds, and we've got a foul.
So it looks like a charge there.
On the Trojans. 23 Perry.
Second one tonight drawn by St. Mary's.
Fernandez comes in for Perry, who joins Woolard on the bench for the Trojans. Snowbirds inbound. Macy Bevel. She gets it to Grzinski. Back to Bevel. Over to Jeffers. Back to Grzinski. Over to Bevel at center court. She gets the ball into Bailey Morrell, and you know what she's going to do. She's going to try to drive, and she does, but she's blocked. She gets it out to Grzinski, who gets it over to Jeffers. Gets it to Bevel at center court. Left-handed drive. And she goes to put it up with the right hand, but she's fouled by, I believe that was Fernandez on the foul there.
Yeah, I think I didn't see it.
Don't know who that foul was on, folks, but at any rate, that puts Macy Bevel at the line for the Snowbirds. 4 dribbles. Ball is up. Off the back of the iron. No good. She gets 5 from Morrell, Schultz, and Grzinski. She's going to try it again. Gets the ball from the ref. Spin. 4 dribbles. Shot is up, and it's good. Macy Bevel with her 5th free throw of the night. Snowbirds call timeout. That's going to give me time to thank a couple sponsors, folks. Regan Bevel, Realtor of Coldwell Bank Schmidt Realtors. If your family is like many others, finding the right help when listing your home can be so stressful. Whether looking to buy or sell, Regan Bevel is a realtor you can trust. Regan works hard to guide you through the whole real estate process. Tell her the crew at Next Level Broadcasting referred you to her. Schultz Marathon Party Store. Whether grabbing some snacks for the big game or fueling up before heading up north, Schultz Marathon Party Store has everything you need. Right off I-75 at exit 301 in beautiful Wolverine, Michigan. Gaylord Eye Center. Throughout our everyday life, we take many things for granted. And our vision is one of those things. Not me. My vision's terrible, TV. Whether we're reading, watching, or driving around town, we need proper sight. Don't take eyesight for granted. See the Gaylord Eye Center. So the Trojans are going to inbound under their own basket, and immediately the Snowbirds are going to go into that press. We've got number 2, Emma Woolard, checking in for number 20. Nope. Fernandez with the pass. She gets it in. Eggleston ends up with it, and she tries to get it down to Woolard. However, the ball sails out of bounds. It's going to be another turnover for the Trojans. Ava Schultz, inbound to Bevel. It's got to be such a luxury to give that ball to Bevel to bring the ball down the court for you every time.
Yep.
Jeffers to Grzinski. They're working the perimeter right now. They're really not in a hurry to get a shot off. They're playing with an 8-point lead with 5:01 to go into the fourth quarter. Bevel gets a nice pass from Jeffers, and she dishes off to Bailey Morrell.
She came down hard on that one.
Yep, she came down on her right elbow, but she's all right. She tells the ref, I'm okay, so she's fouled on that shot. Bailey's going to shoot 2 for the Snowbirds. She's at the line. She's also got 4 dribbles before the shot. The shot is up, and it's in. Nice job, Bailey Morrell. She's got quite a few points tonight, Tyler.
She does.
We might be looking at a player of the game for Bailey Morrell. Morrell with the second. She makes a pair of 3 throws for the second time tonight. Trojans inbound. Eggleston. She tries to get it over to Journey Hutchins. It sails over her outstretched hand, and it's another turnover for the Trojans. Schultz gets it into Bevel. Gets over the half-court line. Right hand, left hand, dribble, dribble. Look at her go. Gets it to Ava Schultz at the top of the key, who lets that 3-pointer fly. She's chasing down the rebound, but she's going to get called for a foul on number 20, Fernandez. Emma McKinley's going to check in for Kaylee Jeffers. Sure, we'll see her back in the game. Trojans inbound. Hutchins. Boom. Gets it out to number 2. Emma Woolard, what does she do? She hits a 3 from downtown, folks. And Macy Bevel answers. She puts in the nice layup. And Morrell almost had another steal there on the press. And we've got a traveling violation by Emma Woolard. And Woolard is walking with a little limp right now. I don't know if she's cramping up, but she nailed that 3. And Kaylin Wolgamott checks in for Woolard. Woolard's got 5 points on the night. Macy Bevel brings the ball up court over the half-court line. She gets it to Schultz, gets it to Grzinski at the 3. Off the back of the iron, Grzinski's shot is no good. Trojans working on a fast break. However, the ball's kicked out of bounds by Grzinski. Ball's going to be inbounded by number 3, Alexis Kane. Snowbirds playing that man-to-man press. Wolgamott stuck over in the corner with Grzinski. She gets it out to Hutchins, back to Wolgamott. She lets it fly. A little short on that one, and Bevel comes up with the rebound. Bevel to Grzinski down in the corner. Makes a nice move. She gets the pass to Morrell. Gets it outside. Macy Bevel. Emma McKinley works it around to Grzinski. They think she's going to shoot, but she drives. Right-handed layup. Bailey Morrell ends up with the rebound and the putback, and 2 points for the Snowbirds. Wolgamott ends up with it. Nice floater. She's got 5 on the night after that floater. Bailey Morrell goes up with the left hand. That would have been a great shot, Tyler, but
yes, it would have done.
It just bounced off of both sides of the rim. Folks, we got 3:03 left. Snowbirds lead 47-38. 3:03 left in the fourth quarter. Trojans inbound. They get the ball to Hutchins, who is just swarmed by Bevel. Morrell and McKinley join her over there. Ball ends up out of bounds, and it's going to be Snowbird ball. Looks like the ball went off of Wolgamott. So Bevel's going to inbound for the Snowbirds. We've got Schultz Morrell, McKinley, Gruzinski, and Bevel on the floor. Gruzinski gets the ball at the top. She drives. That scoop layup, Tyler. What's the defense going to do as soon as they put their arm out? The shooter's arm is going right into it. So
yeah.
Great play by Gruzinski. She's got 5 points on the night as she toes the line for the Snowbirds. Trojans are set in rebounding position. 5 dribbles. Shot is away, and it's good. Sydney Gruzinski sinks the first free throw. 48-38 Snowbirds, 2:46 left in the fourth quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dribbles again. She puts it up, and it's in, folks. 5 dribbles seem to work for Sydney. Hernandez tries to inbound to Eggleston, and she's defended pretty tight there by McKinley. Knocks it out of bounds. Going to remain Trojan ball. Right here on the near side, Bailey Morrell defending that inbound pass. She gets it into Wolgamott. Gets it over to Fernandez in the corner. Timeout Trojans. It's going to give me a chance to thank our sponsors again, folks. Gaylord Jimmy John's. Man, I love Gaylord Jimmy John's. Gaylord Jimmy John's is your home for mouth-watering gourmet sandwiches. And did we mention they're freaky fast, Tyler? We didn't even mention that, but they are fast. You can go in there, order a sandwich. I would say their time from the order till you get your sandwich at the end of the line, 3 minutes tops?
Yeah, probably.
3 minutes?
Probably.
I mean, it is freaky fast.
It's very quick.
But that's Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's in Gaylord. Located on M32, right next to Maurice's. J&J Construction. Tyler, home renovation projects can be tricky, and oftentimes we can get overwhelmed trying to do it ourselves. I got a project going on at home right now, Tyler. Well, that's where the pros of J&J come in. With years of experience, trust all your building needs to J&J Construction.
What are you working on at home now?
Paint.
Okay.
Paint. I'll be working on it when I get home from the broadcast. Trojans inbound. Number 10, Journey Hutchins working her way over to the basket. She's covered a little too tight by Gruzinski, who gets called for the foul. Ball's inbounded and ripped away by Bailey Morrell. She's trying to go coast to coast, and she does it. 2 points for Bailey Morrell. After the steal, another steal by Gruzinski, who gets it to Morrell again. And Bailey's going to get called for traveling. Jeffers checks back in for Gruzinski. So the Trojans are going to inbound. And they break the press. Nice drive there by Alexis Kane. She's fouled on the shot. I think that was Ava Schultz on the foul. That's a good foul. You can't just let her have a free shot. So she's going to have to work for it at the free throw line. Alexis Kane with 6 points on the night. First shot is up, and it's a little short. She gets 5 from Fernandez and Journey Hutchins. Second shot is away, and it's in and out. Bailey Morrell ends up with the rebound. She's a great rebounder, Tyler.
She is.
I can watch her rebound every game. And I think she's averaging 10.9 points and 7 rebounds a game is Bailey Morrell. So Jeffers is going to inbounds for the Snowbirds to Bailey. She's dribbling, and she dribbles her way through a triangle there. Did pretty good to come out of there with the ball. Macy Bevel dribbling in, then back out to Jeffers. Jeffers over to Schultz, wide open in the corner, lets the three go. It's no good. Wolgamott comes up with the long rebound, and she drives, and
Oh, wow.
left-handed layup is no good. McKinley ends up on the ground.
That ball isn't falling in that hoop down there.
Nope. She ends up on the ground with Wolgamott, and we got a jump ball. Trojan possession. So they're going to inbound under the Snowbird basket. Wow, what a play. Great play. 2 points by Caitlin Wolgamott. Just on a tear to the basket there. She gets a sweet pass, and she puts it up with the left hand and the foul. So we've got an and one situation here. 51-40 Snowbirds. 1:15 left in the game, folks. Number 4, Caitlin Wolgamott. Called her name a lot tonight. She's towing the line for the Trojans. Puts it up, and it's just off the front of the rim. Kaylee Jeffers comes up with the rebound. She goes all the way down and attempts a left-handed hook layup that is no good. Trojans end up with the rebound all the way down. Number 3, Alexis Kane, gets the pass from Wolgamott, and she puts it up and in. 51-42 Snowbirds.
Snowbirds can't be in the hurry here.
50 seconds left in the game, folks, and you got the ball in the hands of the player you wanted in. Macy Bevel.
They're up 9 here. Just dribble out the clock.
Ava Schultz. Macy Bevel. Just going to hold on to that ball. She gets it over to McKinley. Gets it over to Schultz. Schultz with some nice moves on the dribble. Back to Bevel. Bevel dribbles in. Then out to McKinley, who shoots a 3. That is no good. But Jeffers taps the rebound. I don't even know who had it. Who had it on the travel there?
Kelly, or Emma McKinley, I should say.
Okay. Oh, she was on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 18.6 left. Trojans inbound. Eggleston dribbles over. Dishes to Woolard in the corner.
Looks like we got a foul call. Kaylee Jeffers there.
Kaylee Jeffers on the foul. And we got a 1-and-1 situation. So number 5, Olivia Eggleston, toes the line for the Trojans. 9.3 seconds left. 51-42. Snowbirds lead. Eggleston with the first, and it's good. She's got 5 so far on the night. She's going to get a chance to get another point here. Eggleston is up, and she's good. 2 in a row. Like to see that. Got to make your free throws. Snowbirds inbound. Bevel brings it up. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 51-44 Snowbirds, and this game is in the books, folks. Great game by the Snowbirds. They win it 51-44. That's going to give us time to thank our sponsors, and then we'll be back with our halftime show.
Hello, this is Charles, founder of Next Level Sandbag. And right now, it doesn't take more than a glance to see how high the water levels are in northern Michigan. As we know, lake levels go in cycles, a few years high, a few years stable, and then a few years low. I started Next Level Sandbag to give you a temporary solution to a temporary problem. Our services can save existing break walls, trees, lawns, and other features you want to protect from high rising water and at a fraction of the cost of other options. To learn more, visit Next Level Sandbag on Facebook and then give us a call.
I'm gonna tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Okay, folks, we're back here live with our post-game show. What a great game by the Snowbirds. Tested early. Great game by the Trojans, too. Can't take that away from them because they played the Snowbirds really well tonight. And Snowbirds come out on top, 51-44. They had sort of a mini explosion there in the third quarter.
Yep.
which is what they did the last game. We talked about it during halftime that Snowbirds need to come out and get some buckets.
Whatever Pat Schultz talks to them about in the locker room, it works every time.
It seems to, doesn't it?
Yeah. It always seems like they come out with their hair on fire and start making every shot.
Yeah, and whatever he said, don't know what it was, but I noticed that when the Snowbirds broke the huddle to start the half, I think all of the girls had a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Somebody is keeping them relaxed
Yep.
over there. Someone's keeping them calm, telling them, "You got this."
Yep.
And they did. They came out and they did it. We had for the and I hope I get these scores right, these leading scores right for the Trojans. We had Emma Woolard, number 2. Not a ton of playing time. They're not a deep team.
No, they're not.
But Emma Woolard had 5 points tonight, including a 3 late. Alexis Kane hit 2 free throws early in the game, and then she had 2, 4, 6 points in the second half for a total of 8. Caitlin Wolgamott with 7 points on the night. Shout out to Tammy Wolgamott and her comments tonight. Folks, we like to see those comments. We like to know you're watching out there. We like to know you're paying attention to the game, paying attention to your kids, cheering them on. So thanks a lot, Tammy. And number 5, Olivia Eggleston, 2, 4, 5, 6 points on the night. Number 10, Journey Hutchins, 4 points. Number 20, Sydney Fernandez had 8 points on the night. Number 23, Liberty Perry with 6. And I'm going to be close on the score.
Yep.
I come probably off, Tyler, but I don't think I'm way off. And then we're going to look over at the Snowbird side of the scoring sheet. Emma McKinley, good to see her back. She was out Friday. She missed that game against the Oscoda Owls. That was also a great game. She had 2 points tonight. Sydney Gruzinski hit a 3 tonight. She had 7 points. Ava Schultz, 3 threes tonight. She had 11 points on the night. Macy Bevel, she was Macy Bevel tonight. She did great tonight.
Yep.
So she had 8 twos, and she had 5 free throws for a total of 13. But I think we're turning now and looking at our player of the game, Tyler. I'm looking at number 0.
Yep. She played good all night.
Yep, Bailey Morrell, what a hustler. And she played great defense. She was all over the boards. Her scoring sequence went 2 points, 2 points, 2 free throws. Then she did it again, 2 points, 2 points, 2 free throws. And then she went 2 points, 2 points. So she had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. She had 16 points on the night.
And I'm assuming she had at least 10 rebounds there.
Yes. So she had a double-double.
Yeah.
At least a double-double. And so congratulations, Bailey Morrell.
Just heard from the Central Lake head coach over there that Joburg beat Blair tonight.
Joburg beat Bel Air.
Yeah.
That changes things.
It does.
Right? In the Ski Valley.
Yes. That's
so
surprising.
That news is going to travel fast.
It is.
Because we're coming up to the end of the season here, and these games, they all mean something now.
St. Mary's got 2 games left. They got one against Inland Lakes and one against Joburg on Thursday at Joburg. Rivals Rally on Thursday.
That's right. And that's in Joburg.
It is.
What night is that?
Thursday.
Thursday of this week.
Yep.
So there's going to be a showdown in Joburg this week, folks. Thursday night in Joburg.
And then they play next week on Tuesday home against Inland Lakes to end the season out.
So that'll end out the season for the Snowbirds next week. Getting back to tonight, congratulations again to Bailey Morrell. She's averaging almost 11 points on the season, 7 rebounds, 3.5 steals. Schultz has 20 blocks on the season. Bevel's averaging 12 points a game. Schultz has got 14 a game. Gruzinski's got 11 a game. So Snowbirds have the numbers, and they just need to finish this thing out. They need to handle their business these next 2 conference games to end the season. And you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen when you play a conference game. And that's all I got, Tyler. Congratulations again to Bailey Morrell, our player of the game. 16 points, a bunch of rebounds, and she played great tonight. You got anything to add?
I got nothing else.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next game. It's been my pleasure. This is Dave Cordy signing out with Tyler Bowerman. Dylan Croft on the camera tonight, so any complaints about the visual department, direct those to
Yell at
Dylan Croft. And we'll see you on the next broadcast, folks. This is Next Level Broadcasting, signing off.